Hey there, and welcome to HisTime365. I'm so glad you're here for day 134 of our 365-day journey through the Bible. Today, we'll look at Esther 8 through 10, and I'll walk you through what happens, what it means, and why it matters. I'll share a summary and some insights to help you see the big picture and connect with the heart of the scripture. During your quiet time, I encourage you to read today's lesson in a Bible translation that speaks to you best. Now, grab a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and let's spend a few minutes giving God His time. The Triumph of Esther, a story of courage and justice. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt powerless, yet knew you had to act? The story of Esther offers us a powerful reminder of how courage can lead to justice and protection for those we love. In chapters 8 through 10 of Esther, we witness the culmination of her bravery and the profound impact it has on her people. As we dive into these chapters, we see Esther and her cousin Mordecai standing together against the looming threat of annihilation. After Haman's plot to harm the Jews was exposed, the king had commanded that he be put to end. Now there was a new decree to deal with, the one that allowed the Jews to be attacked on a specific day. Esther, having already gained favor with King Ahasuerus, steps forward again to seek his help. In chapter 8, she boldly approaches the king and pleads for her people. The king, moved by her bravery, gives her the authority to write a new decree. He tells her, "Write ye also for the Jews as it liketh you." Esther 8:8. With this new decree, the Jews are granted the right to defend themselves against their enemies. Imagine the relief that must have washed over Esther and the Jewish people. They had been living in fear, but now they had a fighting chance. Mordecai, who has now been elevated to a position of power, takes this news to heart. He dresses in royal garments and begins a process of celebration and proclamation throughout the kingdom. The decree is sent out, and the Jews are filled with joy as they prepare to stand against those who sought to harm them. This moment marks a turning point, and we see the power of community and solidarity. Fast forward to chapter 9, where the day of reckoning arrives. The Jews gather together, united in their resolve to fight against their enemies. A spirit of courage fills them, and they go forth to defend their lives. The scripture tells us, the Jews gathered themselves together and stood for their lives. They are not just fighting for survival, they are fighting for their identity and future. Through their bravery, they are victorious. They overcome their adversaries, and the very people who had planned their destruction are defeated. Esther and Mordecai's leadership shines through as they guide their people in a time of crisis, highlighting the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of danger. After the battle, the Jews take time to celebrate their victory. They establish a feast known as Purim, commemorating their deliverance. This feast becomes a yearly reminder of hope and resilience. It's a time to come together, share stories, and remember how courage can change the course of history. In the final chapter, we see the aftermath of their victory. Mordecai's reputation continues to grow, and he becomes a key figure in the kingdom. The closing verses reflect on the greatness of King Ahasuerus and the importance of standing up for justice. Mordecai's leadership illustrates how one person's courage can spark change and inspire others. Now, how can we apply these lessons to our everyday lives? In our work, we might find ourselves facing ethical dilemmas where standing up for what is right can be challenging. Just like Esther, we may need to advocate for fairness and integrity in our workplaces, ensuring that everyone is treated with respect. In family life, we often encounter situations where we must speak out against harmful behaviors or protect our loved ones from negativity. Esther's story encourages us to take those brave steps to create a safe environment for our families, even when it feels uncomfortable. When it comes to money, we can reflect on the importance of using our resources wisely. Just as Esther and Mordecai wisely used their influence to safeguard their people, we can be stewards of our finances, ensuring that we support causes that promote justice and care for those in need. Mental health is another area where Esther's courage can inspire us. Sometimes we need to advocate for ourselves and seek help, just as Esther sought the king's intervention. It's okay to reach out, share our struggles, and fight for our well-being. In our digital lives, we often encounter negativity or injustice online. Esther's courage reminds us that we can use our platforms to stand up for what is right, using our voices to uplift and protect others in our communities. As we reflect on Esther's story, let's remember that courage and justice go hand in hand. The power of standing up for one another can create waves of change, just as it did for the Jewish people in Esther's time. Courage to act can lead to hope and justice for many. What are some modern-day situations where standing up for justice is necessary? How can we support one another in being courageous in our daily lives? Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Esther 8 through 10, so be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Job 1 through 4, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you right back here tomorrow for day 135. Until then, stay encouraged and thank you for giving God His time today.